Now You See Me Too, also known as The Second Act, is the sequel to the 2013 surprise summer hit. Most of the cast from the original movie returns for yet another magic heist movie with plenty of twists and turns. But this time, the film is helmed by John M. Chu, best known for his collection of mixed-reviewed and B-list movies such as Step Up 2 and G.I. Joe Retaliation. You may think I am prefacing my review of the movie right there, and while I did not enjoy Now You See Me Too as much as the original, I think that has little to do with the director. Because, to be honest, there's still a lot to enjoy with Now You See Me Too, even if it doesn't shine as brightly as its predecessor. To start with, the excellent cast returns with 2 additions, Lizzie Kaplan as Isla Fisher's replacement, and Daniel Radcliffe. Both play their parts quite well, although as opposed to popular opinion, I didn't think Lizzie Kaplan's performance was standout worthy, but she held her own with the more established characters. She was fun, and added some down-to-earth spunk in a movie sorely in need of remaining tethered to the real world. But enough about characters. Let's talk about the story for a little bit. I will let you know that in order to talk about Now You See Me Too, there will be spoilers from the original movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and do so. Or you could just listen to me talk because you don't have any intention of watching the original movie and you just want to hear my lovely voice. Or you just like having things spoiled for you, which is weird. Anyways, it's been a year since the Four Horsemen have outwitted the FBI, and during that year they have been productively hiding. Yeah, they have basically done nothing. But Daniel Atlas has grown restless, waiting for further instructions from the Eye, a secret organization of magicians the first movie refers to. Supposedly, the Four Horsemen have been recruited into this organization, but they still seem to know diddly squat about it. So yeah, that's kind of strange. Regardless, Daniel, being the control freak that he is tired of waiting around for their handler Dylan Rhodes, first spoiler, to give them something to do, so he tries to seek out the Eye directly. We have no idea how Daniel has found out this information, and neither does Daniel as it turns out. I can't tell you the reason why, as that spoils this movie. Anyways, after the movie's best attempt to make the Eye sound creepy and omniscient, the Eye tells Daniel that his talents have not gone unnoticed, and his wait will soon come at an end, and things. Seemingly content with the answer given to him by the creepy painting voice, Daniel returns home, where he finds a strange woman who has her head chopped off. Okay, she doesn't really have her head chopped off, it's an illusion, and the woman, Lula, is Henley Reeves' replacement. We're never really given a reason why Henley left, but it really doesn't matter, as the movie goes on just fine without her, and honestly, I found Lulu to be a more interesting character than Henley. After the unusual introduction of Lulu, Rhodes appears with the other 2 members of the Four Horsemen and tells them that they have a new mission, taking down a tech mogul whose new software secretly steals data from its users. It seems the Horsemen have a new bad guy to take down, and they do take him down rather easily at the launch party of his new product, and the Four Horsemen reveal themselves to the world after a year-long absence. Well, except for Jack Wilder, because Rhodes says for some reason that he needs the world to keep believing that he is dead. Second spoiler, by the way. But all of Rhodes' careful planning doesn't matter because the hijackers are hijacked themselves, and the mysterious third party exposes both Wilder and Rhodes. So with the Four Horsemen defeated and Rhodes exposed, all 5 members of our band of magic misfits flee the party and get sent to Macau. Wait, what? Yeah, apparently the hijackers use some sort of subliminal messaging to put our heroes into hypno-sleep. I know there's science behind this, but it doesn't make it any more believable. And yet again, we have another over-reliance on hypnosis in this sequel, which wasn't really something that was too prevalent in the original movie, but for some reason in the sequel, they use hypnosis a little too much for it to be believable. Basically, what happens for the rest of the movie is the Four Horsemen are forced to work for evil Harry Potter to steal a super data mining chip, while Rhodes avoids the FBI and tries to find out just what happened to the Four Horsemen. Along the way, we meet Merritt McKinney's brother, Chase, the backstabbing charlatan we heard about in the first movie. While I'll admit that Chase is not the strongest character in the film, I did find him to be funny and strangely charming. Props to Woody Harrelson on pulling double duty. It really showcased his comedic chops. We also get to reunite with Thaddeus Bradley as Rhodes breaks him out of prison, even though he hates his guts because he blames him for his father's death. Third spoiler and pretty much the entire reason for the first movie. Rhodes needs Bradley's help to find the Horseman, although the real reason is because everyone loves Morgan Freeman, and what studio would be stupid enough to not want a free excuse to throw Morgan Freeman on screen? We also see our favorite butler of the Wayne family turned revenge-filled insurance magnate, Michael Caine, as another game of cat and mouse grips us to more and more tricky camera work and outlandish and unrealistic tricks and stunts. We also get a metaphorically blatant middle finger to the notion of God with one particular trick. Side note, I did enjoy the trick, and while I am definitely biased toward a belief in God, I did find the God can't do this verbiage to be a bit out of place and a little too tacked on to feel natural for the flow of the movie, as there is no real mention of God in any other point of the movie. And as I don't want to spoil any more than I don't have to, I'll give my last impressions of Now You See Me 2. Now You See Me 2 has all the strengths of the original movie and all of its weaknesses as well. However, therein lies the problem. Now You See Me 2 is the same formula as the original, but as opposed to being fresh and new, the intrigue and suspense is extremely lowered in this second entry because this time around, the audience already knows what is going to happen. We don't think the heroes can be duped or defeated because we already know that they have an ace up their sleeve since we've been through this song and dance before. Not only that, but there is a marked tonal shift from the first to the second movie. It may have to do with the change of directors, but honestly, it could be from a whole host of reasons. This tonal shift changed from the grounded but still wonder-filled view of illusion and sleight of hand of the first movie, which made you believe that there was a logical explanation for everything, but you just weren't quite sure what it was, to the cynical, science explains everything, amoral, and brooding sequel. Most of the mystery is gone, and the defining aspects of movies, the suspension of disbelief, is something Now You See Me 2 almost makes fun of the viewer for believing. God? Magic? You're stupid to believe in any of these things, because in the philosophically materialistic world we live in, there's a purely scientific explanation for everything. The movie creates a feeling of cynicism and skepticism toward even its own format. This, by far, is the worst failing of Now You See Me 2. And while the movie is still made well enough to have a mostly fun viewing experience, by the end of the ride, I don't know how many people are going to say that they enjoyed the movie. There is a strange aftertaste with Now You See Me 2, and it is one that I wonder how far will it carry into the perception of the third movie, which is currently in development. Those are my musings on Now You See Me 2, a movie that had so much potential but prevented it from using its potential with a foreseeable plot and beats, and also a strange tonal shift that doesn't work well with the wonder of magic and illusion. Please be sure to leave your comments down below, and please like and subscribe. This is the OutcastWriter signing off. Thank you for watching, and remember, what we create matters.